Hello, my warriors. How are you today? Excited to be here again. So, what I want to talk to you today after the poll that I made was it a couple of weeks ago, asking you what were your problems with your teenagers. So let me shut this off. Right. So one of the problems that you guys have is that you don't know how to communicate with your teenagers. Can be because they just are depressed, anxious, and they just go into their own bubble, or because they're too angry to talk to you, just because their relationship is totally broken and you don't know how to speak to them anymore. Right, so I'm gonna give you 10 tips, 10, so you can communicate with your child effectively. Yeah. I want to say hello and welcome to the new members of the group. I hope that this is a place where you can have all the support and the help that you need. Anything that you need, any questions, any advice that you need, anything, just please PM me or just pop something, a post, and we help each other. Yeah, but if you need more deep knowledge, then you can message me. Okay, say hello, let me know where you are watching from. I want to know that you're there and I want to say hello to you. Okay, so here we go. 10 tips of how to effectively communicate with your teenagers. Right, tip number 1: choose the right time and place. Do not talk to your child when they're coming from the school tired. Don't try to speak to your child like right after an argument. Don't try to talk to them like right in the morning early. Choose the right time and the place. Usually when they are quiet, when they are calm, try not to speak to them in the rooms neither, because that's the territory, and they feel like you are invading their space. So maybe when you drive in the car or when you're walking down the street, like going to the shop or something, just try to speak to them. Then they're more open and they feel more relaxed. Tip number 2: lower your defenses. Leave your ego at the door. Yeah, forget that you are the parent in that moment. If you want to have a conversation with your child, you have to forget that you are the parent at that moment, and because you want to keep the doors of communication open. Yeah. Tip number 3: set boundaries. So know exactly what you're gonna talk about. Know exactly what level of respect you want to show to your child and what level of respect you want back from your child. Okay, so set your boundaries. Negotiate. I'm gonna teach you how to negotiate soon, but that's the best way to have a conversation with your child and get them to listen to you. Negotiations with the teenagers go a very long way. I'm gonna teach you in another video how to negotiate with them. It's better, much better than telling them what to do or what not to do. Tip number 5: listen and then talk. Be curious about your child. Let them speak. You don't know more just because you are the parent. Okay, so let them speak, let them explain, and then you talk. Tip number 6: stay focused and specific. So if you want to talk about something specific, don't divert the conversation. Don't go back in time bringing issues from months ago. Yeah, so stay focused and specific on what you want to talk about. Watch your language. Tip number 7: watch your language. Like I said before, if you want them to respect you, you have to respect them too. Okay, so the way that you speak to them, it's gonna mirror them, and you're gonna get the same from them, because at this age they are not children anymore, so they push your boundaries a little bit more. So if you want them to respect you, you have to respect them too. So watch the way that you talk to them. Tip number 8: focus on what is really important. As I said before, don't divert the conversation. Don't bring matters that happened months ago, like last year. Be specific on what you want to talk, and focus on that. Yeah. Number 9, keep your emotions on check. So don't go to talk to them when you are angry, for example, or when you are frustrated, or when you didn't have a good day, or when you are tired. Try to have conversations with them when you and them are at the same level of emotionally at the same level. It's gonna be the best. Tip number 10, be prepared to say sorry. So once you listen to them, once you talk to them, you have a conversation, as I said before, not because you are the parent, you know better. So sometimes you make mistakes, and because of our parental ego, it's very difficult to say sorry. So if they tell you you made a mistake here, and you acknowledge that it's true, then say sorry. That's what they want, and it's a good thing, because it's gonna keep the doors of the conversation open. They're gonna see that you are also vulnerable, and you also make mistakes. So be prepared to say sorry when they point to you that you made a mistake. So 10 tips. Choose the right time and place. Tip number 2, lower your defenses, leave the ego at the door. Tip number 3, set boundaries. Tip number 4, negotiate. I said to you, I'm gonna teach you how to negotiate. Tip number 5, listen and then talk. Tip number 6, stay focused and specific. Tip number 7, watch your language. Tip number 8, focus on what is really important. Tip number 9, keep your emotions in check. And tip number 10, be prepared to say sorry. All of these tips I talk about more in depth, and I would teach you how to expand on them on my program, the No Drama Parenting program. So if you want to know more about the program, please drop me a line and I will give you a lot of information about it. Right, so with all this said, I'm just gonna let you enjoy of your evening. For the ones that are in England, or the ones that are in the USA, suppose you are just waking up. The ones that are in Australia and New Zealand are going, no, that even more early, yeah, more early. So I'm just gonna let you enjoy the rest of the day or your night, yeah. So I'm gonna say goodbye, bye bye.